Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Wow, my microphone is actually working this time. Woohoo! The microphone is working! Oh, this was annoying for around 20 minutes battling of that, and I still have not found it. Maybe it's the headset, one of the pluggies doesn't work and the other one works, but like it's an interface problem, or maybe I don't know. But let's get here. So my phone there is being charged, so let's move that. The camera is a little bit more to the left, I don't know how. All right. Progress. My table is way too cluttered, so I need to clean it up so I can test the motors, solder that up, and make something. Hopefully, that's the idea. What we have here. So let's move this one out of the way for a moment. Clean up the round turner and make some space here because this is too much. So one. Yep, there we go. There's that one. Got that one. So let's put it safely on the chair. I dropped a good piece on the ground. That is not good. Did I break anything? Didn't break anything. Okay, thank God. Because I still need it for testing. So there we go. Make some more space here. We have one lamp that can go over there. An extra lamp going over there. We can move this out of the way. We can move this out of the way. And now we have space. Wow, we actually have space. Cool. There we go. I hope everyone is doing okay. I was like, hey, I can do some soldering of the motors, do some ordering of the LED strips. I got some new LED strips in, and there are all different sizes, and the packaging doesn't say which one is which one. I cannot see the difference, so let's sort that out. Got some soldering to do for the motors. Got some engine parts that I need to clean up, installing of all that stuff, and hopefully when that all goes smooth, we can build a track with 4 motors. Because I should have 4 motors ready. At least that's what I hope. At least I should have 4 motors then working. If I find the 4th one, somewhere in the backs over there, then I should have be able to get 4 working motors. Pretty sure if everything is printed correctly, that's also the case. This one is a little bit crooked, but we clean that up and do all that. So let's create some extra space here and get the plate in so we can actually solder on something. Let's get this one out. Let's create more space. That's old. And then we can put this one over here, so we can actually do a little bit better soldering. And this all needs to go here and do that. Alright, I think we have everything. Oh, wait, you are a little bit turned up. You should be. There we go. Alright. There we go. There's one. I don't see a bloody difference in these ones. I'm pretty sure that this one and this one is different. So what the hell is the difference? I don't see the difference. I don't see the difference. I'm pretty sure on the inside there is a difference, but... Oh, it's this small text over here. So this is the 30 meters. 83. So let's open it up. Let's open it up. That's the lead strip over there. That's that extra cover. So I found the text where there actually are the difference. So 74, 69, 60, 30, and 30. So these are all the ones for the lamp. That is good. And I got the other LED strips just in case for testing, and if I have other stuff that I want to prototype. That's what I wanted to do here. Yes, because I wanted to see if this actually fit. Because I think it's the 60, 60, 67, 69. I want to test this one just for a moment before we continue on the projects. Hello? Can you open? Wait, what? Oh, this one is good sealed. There's actually no opening. What? Okay. I'm very confused. Wait. It's actually sealed. It's actually full sealed. There's no opening. There we go. Okay, found it. Sheesh. Okay, now we get the backup. Let's use that one. Because I was curious, like if you can actually do this. How far will this one go? Because now we go in. And I was just curious, like, because doing that. So let's snip this one. I don't want to snip there, so let's go all the way to the end. Let's unwind this one. It's gonna take a while, of course. I was just curious about this project. Like, I didn't have the proper LED strip, so maybe this one works better. And this one is maybe easier to actually get it in. Because the cobweb has resistance as the rubber of the LED strip itself doesn't really work that good. But I think this one has a little bit less resistance, so maybe this one actually works. So let's see. Let's get this one in. Where is the arrow? Double check. Yes. All right. So I'm curious if this one goes smoother, because if it is better, then yes, I want this one. Let's see. Okay, I feel less resistance, but we're at the start, so let's. Okay, that went a lot better. The moment you get in here, then you need to manually turn it all the way, because this small turn is too much. But I can still do this, and it goes pretty easy. So that is cool. Yes, I'm happy with this one. Okay, I'm happy with this one. I'm just gonna curl it up and see if we can make this better. So let's do this one over here. Let's go in here, please. Stay in here. I'm gonna rack it up a little bit. Come on. There we go. Let's see and fix up that. And let's move this one out of the way. Cool, I'm happy. I'm gonna test more with this, but that's not for swing. But I'm happy. I think that goes a lot smoother, so these LED strips are good too. Got an opening clip here, which is awesome. Let's put that one over here. Let's put the customs over here. And I at least I have the LED strips of all sizes, which makes things of fixing and testing things a lot easier. And I need my wires. There we go. I am missing something else. It is over there. Cable should be free of the soldering. Yes, so I can actually grab it. Just put you over there for now. Get that extra camera in. And let's make you a little bit bigger. Cool. Now we have two angles. And do that. Okay, this one is not needed anymore. So let's put that over there. My arms are in pain because exercising, so I cannot, hard to see, but I can almost not straighten my arms because this part of the muscle is a little bit overextended. Yep, that's my fault. But it's part of the process of actually being healthy. It hurts a bit, but you need to stay healthy to actually do good things. Put you over there. And I need the motor system. There we go. There we go. Let's put you over there. This stuff is still fragile, so I have to be a little bit more careful. Just gonna you, put you over there. This one's also good. Let's put you over there for space. And we have the marbles here. That's what we need for now. Cool. I need some shrink wrap. Shrinky. Just this one. Go. Let's get the box in. Sorry guys, it's not on stream. I'm getting the wire out for shrink plastics. It's also connected. After presses down, of course. So put the wires here. Put that over there. Let's push everything aside because why not? Yeah. Okay. Let's get this one out for the carefulness. Because motors should work always the same, and I will kind of want to have this length in total. So left and right should be left and right. Because the moment we install this one. And attach it to this one. Then it goes right. That's the one we need. Right. And it doesn't reach. So I need to find another safe way to actually do that. I need to move this lamp too, because it's in the way. Get the cable safely out. Out yanking my camera, please. Magnets. Bloody magnets. Yeah, stay away. There. Okay, now it's back. Now I can actually see my soldering device. And the temperature gauge. Go. Right. Take a sip of a drink. So we don't want to over exhaust ourselves. Alright, there we go, there we go. Don't drop your water. Alright. There we go. Oh, yeah. So I made a clicker to insert the magnets, and kind of works, but still needs some fine-tuning that actually pushes the magnet correctly. This small pin is really small, so you can actually push it through, but it still has a lot of wiggle room because the extending of the magnets, as the magnets are not the same quality, you always get that problem. The moment the magnets get inserted and you retract, then the next magnet goes in place because there's two magnets holding here. So you can keep pushing, get the magnet out, push out, and the next one goes in. That's what I got from MG, and that was a really cool feature that I liked. And that works. So this one needs an encasing that you actually click two magnets in, so you actually get that push out. And this one needs some improvement because I'm still not happy with how it works. And you need the fine-tuning of which type of plastic you're using with the bridging and getting all that in place. And it's still not there, but it's a good first prototype, which actually gives some opportunity to actually do the clicking of the magnets in faster, which is currently a pain. I'm wrecking my thumbs with that. But it works. The prototype works, so now let's see, continues on, what can we do more with it. Right? Alright, so I want this 12 volts, yes, okay. I don't think okay, this works. It doesn't work like that, so let's. Okay, I cannot go further than this, but alright, so all the motors are the same. This one also goes to the right. That should be fine. So left is red and ground is right. Because if we go the other way around, it goes left. That is fine. Oh, where are the magnets? Where did I hit the magnets again? Magnets, where? Magnet. I had some magnets. Oh, right. I definitely have 4. No, 5. We can go to 5. If I reprint one piece, then I think I can do this. Okay, we're gonna reprint this one. Complete. Start. And I need to watch out for this one because the speed needs to go down by a lot. Let's go to the computer and re-upload that one to print settings, print plates. Which was the one I was missing? Let's go to the comp view and let's find marble entrance. That's the one I need. Just need 1 slash, because I know I wrecked one, so that's around an hour. That should be fine. I do not want it in yellow, so we're gonna switch to plastics. And do that at the same time. So get some small pieces here. I should have enough. Insert the black, because I do like the charcoal black from Maker. It's I like the black. It's a good black. It feels like a good black. Yeah. Okay, that filament is loading. The U1 is doing what? What are you doing there? Why are you printing weird? I'm not using this. Okay, now I need to go to the U1 settings, which is this one, all the way down to 40. Okay, so the bed is preheating, which is fine. I think I can type next, but that should be fine, yes. Then we can go back to this one, send to connect. That is loading the filament, it should work too. That filament is also loading like that. It's always that puzzle of setting things up. Like I've done my best to print all the pieces up, but if I can fix that one, I get 5 elevators in total. When I get the soldering up, and that's around 1 hour printing time, both pieces, then I think I can set up a small test setup with like 5 elevators and see how much I can get. Well, let's enjoy the madness of doing actually doing that. Oh, that's gonna be cool. After all working and the soldering goes good, that would be awesome. And for anyone waiting on the lamp, so what I currently know and how it's set up, in Augustus I go to the Maker Faire in Hanover. After that, the plan is right after the Maker Faire that the lamp will be on printables. I have a couple people now ordering the materials the couple weeks, and they will test the build guide and see if it's actually correct and makes sense for all the things that the build guide has already written. I'm still finishing up the small pieces of doing that, making better pictures, making better instructions that make sense for everyone and not just only for me, because I assume, hey, I can do this, so I'm not telling it. So I need to make the whole process a little bit more smaller, simpler, that everyone can understand it, but also not too dumbed down that it is degrading for the person trying to build it. So that's a fine line of how to do that. And I'm still puzzling out that process because I'm not a good writer. And puzzling that one out is still hard. But we get there, one piece at a time. Alright, so you can now be sent to the core 1, yes. Okay. So now we can go back to the work table and focus on the soldering again. There we go. Yes, yes. Okay, now we have everything here. And now we have that, yes. Alright. Camera is centered up, yes. Hey, silent mode. Alright, so we got this one and this one. Oh, before I got distracted, the magnets. Where did I hide the magnets? Yeah, that's the one thing I was looking for magnets. Bloody hell. Where did I hide all my magnets? Not over there, not over there. I know I have a weird box with magnets. I think it's this one. There we go, found magnets. This should be enough, yes. Alright, so we got the magnets. Okay, let's turn on the solder device already, because that needs to heat up. Okay. That can heat up, so we can focus on this here. One, two, three. Let's go for this length. I'm gonna install 3 more motors. So one, get the same length of the line. Hey Silent, how are you doing, man? Today I'm gonna make some extra motors for the elevator, and if all is good and ready, I can at least fire off 4 elevators at the same time. And if the print succeeds and I have not screwed something up, I can have 5 elevators in one track, and when the soldering is done, trying to build that and see how it works and do that. Alright, so that's that one. Yeah, I want to go for even more, but then I need to print more. I did run out of time to do more elevators. Because I need to print this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece, and this one can only go one at a time before the quality drops, because I have a couple that are really bad. So this all needs to be printed. The top needs to be printed. And the bottom pieces, which are also a little bit screwed up, but this one is fixable. This part needs to be printed. and this. So this all is one elevator piece, and then you also have a bottom piece. So this all together is part of the elevator, the core of the elevator. And then you have the center points, which, like, I have a whole bin of the center, so that should be fine for a small test setup. But yeah, the main core part, you need all these pieces to actually fit together. Yeah. Yeah. Why are you not going slower? Oh. Hopefully it's not too screwed up. Okay, printing speed is now 30 minutes, so... Okay, you are going slower. You are absorbing heat. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. This piece is really hard to print fast because it's, as you can see, on a very steep angle. It's still possible, but really hard. And if I zoom, come on, you can do it. And it's black, so it's really hard to see. But if we grab the mistakies, that went way too fast. And the top is still fine, but yeah, I kind of want a little bit better quality. So go slow, use all your air that you have, and then you don't have this. Then you don't have this, because this is a lot better.
You are listening to 24/7 London Radio.
Okay, but yeah, so that's the small thing that, oh, lost the jet. That's this one of the pieces that you need to go very slow on, because like if you don't, like, you can get a crappy piece. Like, it still bloody works, but it's not pretty. It's not pretty. Yeah, let's get the wires in place. Soldering device is already a little bit hot. Yeah, the lamp, a couple people are now ordering the parts, so soon they can do build guide testing. And with that feedback, I'm pretty sure that I can put it on printables. And that should be the planning for Augustus. At least in Augustus I have the Maker Fair in Hanover, which is my last showing of the lamp, and after that it should be going live. At least that's the idea, that's what I hope, and that's the planning. If it works, but I will puzzle that out when I get there. Alright, so let's get these cables here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, motor here. There's my soldering arm over there. And now we're gonna get a hodgepodge of soldering madness, because I'm not very good at soldering yet, and we need to learn it. Alright, so let's get the snipping cable. I have no clue for that. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. And like, I don't know, like I know guest speaking is important because then people see you, it gets recorded, you get spread around. But I need to have the feeling of, like, that's maybe the autistic part of me, and that's, I think, the only thing I can talk about is being neurodivergent in this field, and experience how that works in total, because nope. So yeah, I don't know what to speak. I like to show. So I'm not sure if I feel comfortable being a speaker or a guest speaker or like I like to show my projects and that people can interact with my projects. So if I do a presentation, people cannot really interact with the projects that I build. So I'm not sure if that actually is, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, yeah, like, I can talk about the neurodivergent part, and I have a really big experience there. But the problem there, it's really, really negative in a lot of ways, and those things need to be told too. But I'm trying to formulate a way where neurodivergent part can be explained positive, and we need to help the people that don't understand yet. That's the part I can talk about a lot, and the experience of how 3D printing works and how my mind works, because that's what I can explain, but I cannot speak for other people. So I can only speak for me in how to do, like how being neurodivergent, and for me specifically autistic, in how to find myself, how to find my motivation, how I can step myself forward to keep making my projects, to make the things I can make, because my mind works in a different way than the average person, because I'm neurodivergent. That doesn't mean it's weird, that doesn't mean it's stupid or too smart. It's my way. And I think people need to realize that a lot of neurodivergent people think a little bit different, but that doesn't mean it should be bad or good. It's just different. And I think that's, for me, is the important part that I want to show, but don't know how to do it yet. Hey, how you go? The Superordinate. How are you doing, man? I'm trying to puzzle out how did I solder this one again. Just this, so... Okay, let's get this one in play. How's the day going there? So yeah, like, I don't know yet, and I'm not actively looking for being a speaker, but if someone wants me a speaker, I'm open for it. Definitely that. Yep, come on. There we go. Okay. Found it. Yeah, but be warned. Not everyone that is neurodivergent thinks like that. Like I'm also I can think visually, but I can also think very abstract. I do other things. So as people say, neurodivergent and autistic is a spectrum. It's all the way there or all the way here. And some people are more in this field, and the others are more in that field, and others are more spread around. It's really hard to actually say, like, oh, I'm autistic, I do this, so everyone is that autistic is doing this. But to be able to just understand that people are sometimes a little bit different, you can help other people. And that is the part that needs to be welcomed, because I have a lot of people that, how do you say that? They think autistic only works in one way. So, oh, you're autistic, so you want everything precise and everything straight on your table. Like, yeah, I want everything straight on my table. I want everything tidy. My mind is like, cool, I want to tidy it, but I also know it costs too much energy and I cannot be bothered to do it. And then people are like, so you're not autistic because you don't want everything straight and tidy? And like, no, some people have that, but also non-autistic people have that. That's a completely other disorder than being autistic. and people just don't see that as different things, which is still weird, but hey, welcome to people that do not want to understand other things. But yeah, that's the hard part of that's OCD. Yes. Like they go pretty hand in hand in OCD and autistic, because yes, if I see 4 paintings that are different sizes and I like to make the structure good, and that's not OCD, and that's my autistic part, but I can ignore it, so that's not OCD. OCD cannot ignore it. So if you go home, if you're at your counselor or at your dentist and you see 4 paintings and one is a little bit crooked, one is smaller, the other 2 are equal size, and it's gonna take it in your brain, you want to fix that. You go home and you still want to fix it, and you go back to fix it. That's what we call OCD. That's the OCD part. But if you put your spoon straight and your cutlery for your food in a specific way, because everyone is doing that, and people call that OCD. No. It's OCD when you put it down, you go back to your kitchen, and you double check 5, 10, 20 times if everything is correct, because you want to make perfect sure that it is okay. That's OCD. It's not the straighting part, actually putting it straight. It's want to keep it straight and be sure that it's straight and double checking that your door is closed. That's that. Ooh. Oh, cool. Awesome, man. I'm not the biggest fan of Bambu, but hey, the printers itself work really great. That's awesome. That's awesome. I hope it works good for you. And does it and it won't give too many errors. At least the printers do that a long time. Because there we go. Oops, shit. Go. I have a U1, a core 1, and a rhetoric. So I have 3 printers that I can use. And I got the index package from the core 1. So I soon have an 8 index setup for the core 1. I have a 4 tool head U1. And a 1 tool has rhetoric, which the moment the index part for every other printer becomes available, that one will also be outfitted with an index, so I can do multi-materials in 3 different printers, and I hope that's gonna be cool. Yep. Well, I don't know yet. Like, what I saw on Form Next and Smurf, index looks so bloody good. Like, but it's awesome. Like, what Bambu can do with the AMS system is great. It's wasteful. That's the thing I have. It's wasteful. But if you use it for one material, then it's good printers. Come on. And you can do some cool shit with it. Yeah. And when Bambu started, that was I think 2021, I had a lot of people around me, local people, that were also like, oh, Bambu is great, and the Core 1 and well, the Core 1 was a lot later, but the Prusa MK4s cannot do this, and they cannot do multicolor. And that all just hits in, like, I saw the poops already starting up, and most people realize they just want to do one color, one material, because it's wasteful. And yeah, it's But now we have the index and the U1 that really shows almost no poop. The U1 still has some poops, and the index, really small snippets. It's nothing. Like, damn. That's still so bloody cool. But yeah. Yes. And that's for the dual, so IDEX systems or dual nozzles in one tool head. It's awesome for that. Like, use it for that. But the moment you go more switching, it's like, it's very wasteful. Like, oh, wow, you don't want to do that. Ooh, that's too much. Yes, it's pretty wasteful. Okay. Now I need to be careful and select the proper tool. Yes, I'm pretty sure of that one too. Okay, so this one is red. So if I install it like this, I need to be a little bit careful, because if I solder this one wrong, the electronics go wrong. So give me a moment that I can focus on this. Okay, red first. No, okay, this one first. Okay. Then we get this one. Get the snippet tool in. Give me. Get this one in. You go away. Yeah. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited what Bambu will bring, because their problem is they are heavily loaded on the AMS system, and like multi-tool kind of makes that pretty obsolete. So it's still a function. Like, even on the index, you can go you can put an AMS on the index and go past your capacity, and then yes, you have a small bit of poop. But if you have well, we go for the core one. You have 8 materials that you want to use, 8 color mixing materials you want to use, but you have a 9 one. You can switch the 9 for another position if you have an AMS system or a turtle box, or what's the thing called for Prusa that also has the switching. And yes, you have a little bit of purge then, but you can go beyond your 8 tool heads. That is what Bambu is showing. You can go beyond your 8 tool heads, but those 8 tool heads, 12 tool heads, whatever you have on your printer, those are less wasteful. They don't waste things. And that's important, that you don't waste your stuff. And that is just cool. That's the part I'm excited for. Because I've already seen a couple things at another hackerspace I went, and okay, I'm not happy with this. This is too much. Yep, burnt myself. Yeah. Ow, burnt myself. So I think the AMS, the system still has a place in this world, because you can go beyond it. You can also, like, if the plastic runs out, load in the same plastic in the same nozzle, so you don't have to purge. Like, you can make an AMS system that is like, if this nozzle is running out, load in the second one with an AMS, with the AMS system type, which loads in the same plastic in the same nozzle, so you don't have to purge. You just tell it, don't purge, because it's the same plastic. So there is still use for it, just a little bit less than you expected. But still, like there's use for it. A little bit less now. A little bit less now. I'm not happy with this thing. No. Soldering goes wrong. Soldering goes wrong. No. There we go. Okay, that's better. Now it fits. Okay, I'm not so good at soldering. Yeah, that will be that's like, so last year was the presentation of the multi-tool and the index and all multi-tool stuff. This year needs a software upgrade, and it really needs to, because the hardware is now really catching up. Well, the hardware already catched up. The hardware is catching up completely, and I'm excited for it, because we're getting the index, the multi-tool head printers, they're all coming out right now, really a lot. They're all coming out of Woodworks now, and that is awesome. Now the software is heavily behind, and currently Orca Slicer is the better one. But I bloody hope, and that's what I hope, that Prusa Slicer actually gets a good upgrade and doesn't chase Orca Slicer. They need to bring in new things that no other slicer has yet, and I hope they do. I don't know yet. I hope they do. I hope to bring some really cool things to the table and introduce the things that I hope for. But yeah. Oops, there we go. Alright. Oh. I'm losing my slipper. But that will be awesome, that you get a cool system where you can use different nozzles. Like, that's the next step, but that's the software part that really needs to catch up. Like, holy crap, that needs to catch up. I need a ring. Alright. So now we have the first motor. Oops. Oh no. Oh. Crap. Yeah. That's better. Okay, so this one should turn on to the right. Okay, one motor correct, 2 more to go. And now we can get these in place. So, heat ring protection here. Where's my... Okay, that is one extra motor. That is cool. Next one. Let's go. I'm gonna trust the signatures. That should be fine. Yes. Okay. This one goes here. Okay. But yeah, I'm also I'm curious where the software is going, because like the hardware is now okay, I don't want to say this as a fact, but it feels like a fact that the hardware is now ahead of the software. The hardware part is ahead of the software. Software needs to catch up bloody fast. And then people like, that sounds easy, right? It's not that easy, I think. It still takes some time. It's still a lot of effort. Then people need to do it. Orca is also doing their best. Okay, that's that. There we go. But yeah, bloody exciting times. That's really the thing. Exciting times. Yeah, I am for open source, but the problem is AI and open source doesn't really work together, and you get the problem. Like, it's a little bit hard to actually puzzle that one out. Like, I'm for open source, but like, the scary part there is that open source is. I don't think we can go full open source anymore, but we can do controlled open source, where there is a select group that is the core of the project that selects what's get added or not. So your particular, so you partially open source is the way to go. But you need a core of people that actually want to invest time into it, and you don't always have that luxury. And if people don't do that, then you're out. And that's where I currently see where AI and the software part is going to, and that really sucks. It hurts, but yeah, that's the problem we're going to. Okay, let's get the cooking. There we go. So, yes, open source is still great, but open source also gets fully abused right now, so yay. And that's the other problem. Like, yay! Everything gets stolen. Yes! Okay, don't need that. That's that one. That's that one. Yes. Okay. So this one is also gone. This one should be that. So that is red. That is red. Okay, let's attach it to here. Let's disconnect you, get the cables in here now, get grounds there. Alright, I'm sorry, I have a little bit trouble talking and soldering at the same time. I'm not very good at that. The more I do it, the better I get it, right? Hopefully. Right, let's get the shrink wrap in place. Guess that is safer. Never forget it. 1, 2. Oh. I'm still a little bit under the weather. The slime is slowly leaving my nose and my head, but I feel a lot better. The head pains are gone. It's just now the slime is left in. Whew. Yeah, we need to deal with that. Okay, I can snip this one a little bit short. All right, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, that should be fine. Ooh, whatever. Okay, let's put it there. This one in place, get this down. We're over past now, 2 more solders left. And we need to make the extension cable, so nope, we're not halfway there yet. We're not halfway there. Halfway with the soldering of the motors. But we also need to extend some cables, some splitters. And that's just a lot more soldering. And I think my printers are faster than me currently. So I'm taking my time. Cool. Okay. This one also correct. Let's double check. Cool. We can bring this one down for the safety part. Go. That is a tiny bit more productive. That is number 2. Now we go for number 3. And as long as we keep the magnets the same, they are compatible with everything. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I got 2 more, so I need to make a couple splitters, a couple extenders. Yep, still a lot of soldering to do. But hey. That gets us more elevators, right? Why are you? There we go. Yeah, Maker Faire in Hanover is next, so awaiting that one. The Maker Faire in Prague is, I think, next week, which is I have nothing planned for that, so if I somehow get a ticket and hotel, then cool, I'm going, but yeah, probably not. That's too much. That's a little bit too much. There we go. Oh, too small. But maybe next year. Maybe I can go there next year. But Prague is 12 to 14 hours driving for me. So that's a whole bloody day to get there. That's a little bit too much, huh? Yeah. But hopefully next year. But that will be awesome to go there next year. But like, yeah, that takes a lot more planning. Prague is a lot bit easier. That's only 6 hours. Hanover is 6 hours, like Prague is 14 hours probably. It's a little bit too much to just casually do that one. Bit too much, guys. I need more planning and guarantee for that. Okay, let's get the other cable in. Yep. But again, do what you can, not what you must. Yep. Like the Maker Fair in Hanover is great. I hope to find more places and meet more people. That is always awesome. But I can only go as far as my own energy. We need to be careful with that. Because going to all these events is cool, but yes, you can even burn yourself out on that one. And watching your own energy is the most important part. That you are able to actually do it and pull it all together and be awesome. Cool. We got one more. Cool. Right. Get this sorted up. Now we got this piece over there, empty piece over there. Cool. Let's solder it up. Let's go there. Whatever. Small distance now. And don't forget the shrinky thing. I always forget that. I did it too many times on the big lamp. Let's get you in. Okay, that is all in. That is correct. I need to do this one first. Oh yeah. Go. Okay, the red one. Get that one in place, pre-solder it. Align it. Bit of pressure, so the moment it gets loose, it actually glides on. Yep, there we go. There we go. Alright, that's the third motor. And that motor works correctly too. Awesome. Alright, so now we just need to make the splitters. Get more cable in. Alright. We're halfway. This feels like halfway. Oop, come on. Yep, magnets. I still need to work on the Discord before I can share that. So hopefully Tuesday I can do that. Yes, Tuesday. Tuesday I can set up my Discord. That should work. Yeah. I don't want to rush things too much. So like it goes piece by piece, but like it takes a bit of time. Okay, so that's the 3 motors. That is complete. But now we kind of need to make this thing a couple more times, because every one is a split. So every time it's a split, it goes on. This is the one that needs to be carefully curated because it goes 1 to 2. And not this side, but this side. Because this is this one. Because if we have this one here, we get this one here. Yes. And this one works with this one too directly. Yes. See, this is why I made all the markers. So you have all these small markers in here. If it zooms in. Come on. Come on. Come on, camera. Stop focusing on my hand. Okay, really impossible to see, but I marked my magnet poker pins with a white stripe so I know which side is positive and which side is direction-wise. But I'm always double checking, because if you make a mistake here, then the whole chain doesn't work, and this is poker pins, and oh, if you make a mistake here, this is not fun. So this one is this one, yes. Okay, so we need a double out, double in. Okay, so that one is there. So we have some small cables here. What was the length of this plus minus? Because those are nice length. Okay, so that's this. So let's see that. Let's focus on this one. So 1, 2. Oh, it's very hot in here. There we go. That's 2. This cable out, cable in. Okay, let's grab the last one. Because currently we only have 2 exits, so we need to add 3 more. We need to make 3 more splitters. So we need to do this 3 more times. So we did 3 engines, now we need to make 3 splitters. See, we're halfway. But this is more soldering. No, this is the same sort. No, this. Wait. This is more soldering. Yes. Yeah, this is more soldering. Okay, so you two go a little bit bigger. Come on. No, come on. There we go. And you. Okay, I think this needs a little bit longer for it to actually work. Okay, where's my flat tool head, please? Do not see it. Okay, let's see if this works. let's see. Hey, Ursel. No, we're not. Well, I can do that and that. Yes. How are you doing, man? That's good. How's the day going there? I'm doing some soldering because I got 3 more engines worked up. Yeah, no, that don't. Why? I understand why, because you're stubborn. Yeah. Oh yeah. I still have some slime, but the head paints are gone, so I'm on the recovery side. Okay. But yeah, that doesn't feel great, huh? Sorry I got you sick over the internet. Let's get this one turned up. Yeah, that's how I know you. Right, let's solder this one up.
You are listening to 24/7 London Radio.
Hopefully sniff this one. Let's see if this works. Make it a little bit. Yeah, that's way easier. I should have done this, but the red one too. All right. Ooh. Yeah, I'm excited. Like I got the index for the core 1 coming up, so that one is I'm in the first batch, so I'm happy with that one. So I'm in the first batch and doing all that. Where are my other tools? So hopefully, no, not the of the core 1, the core 1 package that just became live. So I'm not the founder editions from Form Next. I was way too bloody late for that, but I got the first batch of the index for the core 1, so the 8 one. At least I got that one up and running. Index on the rhetoric is still a no-go because that's index itself. But I got the one for the core 1. insert this. This is too big. Hey, Stuart. Well, making progress, at least trying. Same size, so that should not matter. How are you doing today? I am now soldering motors for the marble contraption. Well, like, the idea is, like, if the camera works, I can live stream building it up and see where it breaks. So yes, we're gonna learn from my problems, because I will fuck it up. But yeah, excited for the index on the core one. I'm really curious how it's gonna work. If it is really easy, what the hell do I get? I have no clue yet. But would be cool. Right, we got that one. And how is Stuart doing today? So, right, okay. I'm really bad at names. Is this the first time you're on my stream or seeing me, or? Because did I talk with the Stuart before? Like, I'm really bad at names, so I feel really sorry if you were here before. Because then I have a bad memory. A couple of times. Okay, then I really need to remember better. I feel ashamed that I cannot remember that. Sorry for that. Beeping alarm? It's probably my medical device. Sorry for that. My insulin is running out, so it's gonna beep. It's gonna beep a lot. Right. No. Okay. It's the device. So now, the device on my body was making sound, and now this one is making sound. I hear it. I know it's coming, so I just bloody ignore it, because I still see. Then this pot is like, pot expire. Yes, I know. Shut up. And it's gonna keep beeping anyway. It doesn't matter if I put it away, because in 2 hours it will beep again. So we're gonna hear it more. But yeah, the index is cool. Like, I have the U1 Snapmaker, which works really great. I'm really excited for it. And like, ow, my arms. Don't exercise too much. So this is what the U1 can do. Like, I still need to tweak the settings, because this is still not good, because this is more a plastic problem than print problem. So you can see the layer lines a little bit if I do shaky. The camera's picking it up. But that is more me didn't do plastic adjustments on this one. But seeing all the blue and the white lines, like doing all that, like that is U1, and I love it. Like, it's great. Still need to learn how to tweak the settings and how to get it down. But we get there. Like, yes! Really cool! And yeah, so Olaf showed that the poop on the index is really just a really tiny bit of plastic. That's the only waste currently. So I'm pretty sure with that they have nailed the part where you don't need a purge or a clean or a setup tower anymore. And that is bloody awesome. So you don't need a prime tower, or no, it's not a purge tower, it's a prime tower. So do you actually need a prime tower? And I couldn't see it in the message of the social media post of like, do you actually need a prime tower for this? I don't think so. I don't think you need a prime tower anymore, which is another waste reducement. But I'm not sure if there is still a prime tower, yes or no. So I'm waiting on that part. Like, if the prime tower is actually gone, then that's gonna be so fucking bloody cool. That's gonna be awesome. if they can also remove the prime power. Yeah, I couldn't find it, so I'm not sure about it. But yeah, like if more people like you say it, then I have more trust. I still need to confirm and see with my own eyes to actually see it. But it also removes the whole prime tower. Bloody, that's also like for like, ow, oh my arms. Oh my arms. So for the lamp, this is my prime power on the U1. And if I can remove this too, like this is around, I think this is 15 grams or something, but I can reduce another 15 grams because it's hollow here. So this whole piece is hollow, and it's just this line is solid. So if I can remove this too for the lamp, yes, I save around 15-20 grams. So every 20 lamps I get a free one. Yeah, okay, I don't have that problem because like if I have a hollow one, like I will grab the old one. Like if I print my lamp, where do you think I put this? I don't put it here. I literally put it here. So like I'm not wasting space by removing the prime tower. Because I just put it inside. The problem is if the U1 is big enough that I can print 2 lamps at the same time, and if the prime tower fucks up, then I have 2 lamps wrecked. So I'm printing one at a time, I don't care. But still, yes, you can remove that, which is bloody cool. Like we can remove that. Yeah! That's awesome, right? Okay, I need to hurry up because I think the prints are almost done. Yeah. Yeah, I'm way too slow. I need to make 3 more of these. Okay, let's hurry up. So this one goes in here, so this is like that. So this is, let's do a magnet check. Red to red. As long as I keep red on there, then it should be fine. Yes. Okay. Dark, dark. Yes, yes. Okay. But yeah, that's gonna be awesome, right? I bloody hope so. Yeah, if they can remove the prime tower in total, that... Damn. That it's just another waste reducement, which a Bambu lab cannot do. Like, okay, we now have dual nozzles on the Bambus, and the big one that has switching nozzles, which is still purging, which is still guiding, which still takes up to a minute or 2. At least it was 1 minute plus. I have no data sheet on that. To still switch the filaments, even on that big printer with the switching nozzles on the side, the Vortex one, I think. Like, it's awesome that it is there, but at the same time, when you realize there is an index and other tool multi-tool ones, like, why? Why? And I hope that more people in the Bambu community realize that too, and like, hey, I want to stop the waste too. Let's do that. Let's stop the waste. And actually do that better. That would be awesome, that you can do that in a way. Alright. Shrinking out the plastics. Hey, the free heathen. How are you doing, man? Oh, making progress. Okay, my printer's done. Damn it. I'm way too slow. I need to make 3 more. I thought I could do this in an hour. Okay. So this one goes here. Okay, this one. Okay. First, at all, don't forget the cables. How are you doing? Okay, I'm not that first with Creality. Is that also kind of like the Snapmaker? Is that a Snapmaker clone, or is that Creality? Because I know that Creality is always cloning stuff, so I assume reducing the waste it is a Snapmaker clone, but I'm not sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Because I don't want to make false acquisitions or wrongly types of data. But I think that's, yeah, I assume it's a U1 clone. Ooh. Cool. I've met a lot of people at Smurf, so like it's always hard to remember all the names. So sorry for that. I hope you also, like me, enjoyed Smurf. Oh, it's the recycling thing. I hope it works, man. Like I know recycling PLA is a pain in the ass, and getting your fine-tuned on to recycle plastic will degrade, so it will affect differently. So if you recycle PLA, you get the problem of your slicer settings will differ per batch of recycling PLA. Ah. Yeah. Well, I was driving there from the Netherlands. Also a really great fun experience, but yeah. And my next one is the Maker Faire in Hanover, so that's Germany. That's top Germany. Yay, both of my printers are done now and I'm not there yet. My printers are too fast. Can we go back 5-10 years ago so I could finish my soldering project and the printers were still busy, or like, I still need to make 3 of these. Darn it. All purple. I remember someone in all purple. I cannot recall the face yet. But I remember someone wearing all purple, yes. Cool. That's the hard part. Like, I meet so many people. Like, last year at the Maker Faire in Hanover, that was my first Maker Faire that I actually presentable as a booth person. And I had 12 people around, 15 people messaging me later on Instagram and emailing me. Yes, we talked yesterday and we talked Saturday, and like, can you be a bit more specific? I have no clue who you are, because I've talked with around 300, 400 people in 2 days. I cannot remember you, sorry. And that's the hard part. I really want to remember all the people, and I can do that for around a week, but after that the whole event becomes blurry and I speak to so many people and I need to focus on the people that make the connections, get the cards in, get the business part up and running. And I want to remember everyone, but your brain only has this much capacity, so sorry. It sucks. But yeah, well, everyone is here. A couple people were asking me to set up a Discord server. I have a Discord server, and it's a little bit janky and a little bit set up right now, but like hopefully next Tuesday on that stream, I will put it into the highlighted linky thing of the chat. I need to puzzle that one out. I've never done that. And people can then join my Discord. It will be a temporary link, so I'm not going to put an infinitive link, because I don't want to have bots and bad people in yet, so a little bit exclusive. So if you are there, then you can get in that server. It's just for me to get chat and globalize build guide problems for the lamp and soon the marble contraption, because the build guide is there, and if I make writing mistakes, you are able to comment on that, so you can really talk me down on that, because I'm not a good writer. And do all that and get instant feedback. So I'm working on that. Like I am technical in designing. I'm not technical in setting up a server or social media. So please bear with me. I'm good in making technical stuff, but don't ask me to do IT. I'm pretty bad at that. I really suck at IT. But I'm slowly building it up. It's getting there. And thanks. Yeah, like putting up the marble and the lamp there was really cool. I felt a little bit in the corner and like really in the corner of that place and behind the other booth, but I was excited to be there. I was excited to meet so many people, and that was really cool. Also, you had other booths that you really liked, because I saw I saw them. I couldn't talk to the guy that had an AMS system with an IDEX, a printer with an IDEX with also an index system on it. Like he's gonna place an index on it. It was in the center on the bottom floor, and like I really wanted to record and do an interview style with him, because that was just really cool to see. Like he just went mad on building a very funky printer, and it made it work. But that one was really, really cool. That one was really awesome. And then you have Dream Void, Doc on top, all the way in the back on the right. He was doing printer blocks, so he made a couple printer block printers. So those small clickable blocks that you print and just click, he made printers out of that. That's bloody fucking awesome. That's just really cool, right? And doing all that. Okay, it's this one. So now we go to this one. Okay. Okay. Cool. And this one here, yeah. But it was really cool. Yeah, Cookie Cat was cool too. I still need to email him. I need to email so many companies and booths that I met there, and I stupid doubt. I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I'm actually giving them input or some value. So that's my stupid mind that needs to say, stupid asshole, write the email and see what goes. I know, but you still need to do it, man. Because there was one booth, and maybe it's Cookie Cat, that wanted my not the marbles, please. That want my lamp as their booth background. So they want all the hexagons, and I think it was Cookie Cat, but I'm still not sure. So yay! I need to email them. I need to do that. But the event was cool. The event was a blast. And that is what counts. So, go. There we go. Not burn myself, please. Okay, man. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Well, take your time, man. And being here is very appreciated. So we got the first one up and running now. So let's see if this works. So we can do this one. Should be there. Yes. And then we can do this. And install this motor. Still correct. And still correct. Okay. We got a new split. Nice. Okay. Then I can do soldering. Well, shrink wrap these ones now. Okay, we got one split, 2 more to go. I'm getting tired. Okay, still not 100% recovered, but I want to finish this. Yeah, not. Yep, I'm burning my hands because heat goes up. Okay, so that's another split. So now we got 2 splits. Where's the other one? There. Okay, because now we can do also this. So now we have place for 3. Yeah, I set myself up for this one. This is going to take a lot of soldering now. Okay, we need 2 more at least. Okay, can I speed that up? No, I just need to be careful. So print is done here. Print is done here. Okay, that one is done. This one is done. Let's stretch the back. Cool. There we go. Cool. Got this one in place. You got 1 splitter in place. You got a 3rd one in place. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, we got this one. Okay, we got. Okay, we need 2 more splitters and then we can start the madness. And it's already 11, so I'm way too slow. Oh, boo. I cannot make it too late. Okay, I'm gonna assemble the 3 motors and make that work and do the rest off stream. But at least I want to install them so I can do something different, so I don't have to put the soldering on right now. I don't need my lab supply also
the Center
on.
for Stress Management.
And that is that, so we can focus on that. So let's install the motors. So let's go here now and the grub screws. Where's the grub screw? Grub screw should be here also. Okay, grub screws. I know I've hit you somewhere here. Or did I actually put them here? Here, grub screw. Should not be in here. Should not be there. Where did I hide the grub screws? Should be somewhere here. No. Where? I'm blind, huh? Yes, I'm just not seeing it. Where did I hide them? Where are the screws? Kinda need them to make my engines. Or to make my elevator. Where did I hide them? Where? Huh? I'm... No. It's in a small box with all different sizes, so why Am I not seeing it? No, no, no. Huh. Wobble it. There they are. Found them. They were hidden. Haha. Right, there we go. And I know it's this bag, so let's put the box there. Okay. Now, come on, open back. You can do it. Don't be shaky. There we go. There we go. Oh, okay. Kijk, 1, 2, 3. So we can install. Wait, we got 1, 2, 3. So we got going for 3, so we can test 1. And we can repair an old one. Yes, okay, so we're gonna install 1, so we only need 3 grub screws, not more. I will do the soldering later then. It will be fine. And then we get this one. Okay.
You are listening to 24/7 London Radio.
Magnets begun. This one. Oh, we need a smaller thingamajig. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, that's better. Alright, let's get the first one in. Oh, we need 4. Yeah, we need 4. We need 4. 4 was right. I made a mistake. We need 4 grub screws, not 3. We need 4 in total. We need 4 in total. I lost count. I really lost count. There we go. All right. Right, that one is installed. So do this. Put it in. Let's do the other one first. This one first, because it's a lot easier to actually do that. So, this one in here. So this is why we need 4, because we got an extra one here. So this one needs a little bit more lining up. Now it's good. All right, there we go. I can see the inside. Okay, now we can do that. We can line it up. And we can do that one. Let's see if this works. Cool, that one is good. Now we can install it correctly. And then the 3 other scratch screws line it in place, but you don't tighten this too much. It just needs a little bit, so it needs a little bit of wiggle, because if it is too tight, it will jam up, and that small wiggle makes it easier to handle. Like, it's really cynical, but it's how it works. So, that wiggle is enough. So now we can install this one into the base, and I need to clean up the base now. Okay, let's needs to snip. Do that. Cool. There we go. Okay, you need a small support, because otherwise this small piece here will break down. So there's a really tiny bit of one bit of plastic, and yeah, the machine is not working, of course. So this will warp up if I don't have this line over here. That small detail is what I like to design for. Cool. Okay, now we can install this one in here, get the motor in place. Okay, this one is loose, so now we can do the back plate. So, with the back plate it becomes a ground piece, and if you want to stack it up into other pieces, you remove this piece, and then you can click it as normal on the other ones. That's kind of the whole installation of the motor. Like, this is the motor now. Like, now we can grab a blue one and do this piece. Oh, we need an empty piece. We can find it here, hopefully. There we go, found one. Cool, cool. So that's for the protection, fully lined up. That is awesome. And now we can grab. Okay, we're gonna clean this one up because this one got a little bit dirty. A little bit of bumpy should not matter, but remove everything you can. It should be fine. Can get that one in place. And this should be good. We can remove this one. Wow, really? Really? Okay, this plastic is too good. Yeesh. That's a problem. Shit. Okay, this one is out. I'm not happy with that, but it is what it is. Oof, this is too tight. Yeesh, that's not good. Okay, the first layer is a little bit too tight, so yay. The layer is not fully separating, and that's not good because that is calculated. So let's do this. Puzzle it out. Let's do it one snip at a time. We don't wreck the first ceiling, so. Now we have that weird tool somewhere here. I don't know where it is. It's not here. should be here somewhere. No. I know I have it somewhere here. Cannot find it. Okay, cannot find it so fast, so I think I dropped it somewhere. Hey, Jack in the shop. How you doing? Let's put that one over there. There we go. One new engine. One new engine. Alright, that's one new engine. That's awesome. So we have this one. And we have the good one in place. Where is... How are you doing, man? How's the day going there? Trying to find all the pieces now. Yeah. Print more of those. No. There we go. Found one. Oh, that's manual. That's manual. How are you doing? Where are all my pieces now? What? I'm blind. I'm really blind. Like, Boo? Okay, I have another one here. But I also disassembled an old one, which I cannot find. Where is it? Somewhere. Probably in there. There we go. No? Yes. There we go. Found another one. There we go. Okay, cool. Cool. Need to find an empty spot there. So we have this one here. Forgot something. Forgot the magnets. Yep. Again, I'm forgetting the magnets. Let's get them out. Oh, this is a little bit too tight. Oh, there we go. That one is out. That one is out. There we go. Alright. You know what? Let's use the tool. Where's the tool? There's the tool. Found it. Got this one. So let's see if this actually works like intended. I hope so. Okay, so you put this one over here. And then we can click it in. Right? Oh. I think this one is too big. Damn it. Yeah, too big. Okay, too big. Right. This is gonna be manual. Okay. Man, I misprinted this one. Damn it, I misprinted this one very heavily. Okay, this there. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fix. Alright, I'm losing all my magnets again. Ah, damn it. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. I hope this works. Nope. No. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so there we go. And this is not gonna help. No, this doesn't do anything because the magnets will roll out. Nope, okay. Bad luck. Alright, damn it. I misprinted these, I didn't realize that. Okay, screwed up. There's one misprint, but we can still use it, so that should be fine. Get the motor in again in place. Get the back plate in place. Here we go. Get this one in place. Okay, height is correct. Yes, okay, cool. Now we need to open one. Open one. Okay, find another open one. An open one. Cool. Get this one up and running. Get this one up and running. Ow. Open piece, open piece, open piece there. Cool. Alright, so we got this one and this one and this one. Cool. I forgot to print the tops. So I cannot even make it work because I forgot the actual top. Boo! Yeah, I forgot to print the tops. Boo! I forgot those. Well, I make a nightlight catch. All trays that use old glass insert as the lamp. Got 4 glass insert. Oh, those things really are fragile. Like those really big bulbs, right? Yeah. Ooh, that's fragile. Yeah, that's very fragile. Ooh. Okay, got this one and this one. Yeah, so at least I got this, so I can do this, this, and this. So when we install the motor enabling, so we got this one working, and we can get this one working, and we get this one working. So now we have 3 engines working. Woo! We got 3 engines working. I need to solder for more, but I cannot make it too late because I have a very early morning. But now we have 3 elevators. I still need to print the tops, which, yep. Not really great. Yeah. But progress. Now we have 3 engines working. Like this is already bloody cool. Can I go switch this out for this one? Looks a little bit not the best, but so there we go. Ooh. Oh, interesting. So we cannot start them at the same time. Because if we do that, then the power supply is just very slow. And the moment I disconnect, reconnect, then it works. So putting them all on off at the same time doesn't work, but a small disconnect of the cable of the pogo pins works. Well, I can deal with that. Still bloody cool. So if you put a splitter on everyone, so if we put a splitter on every exit, we can now go to 9 different paths already. I'm gonna go for more. So we're gonna get more paths. I'm gonna screw myself over with so many routes. But that's why I made these pieces, because I can install these on the track while building. So I can keep track of my track, which is really awesome, because I can make different colors, different positions, and do that, and get them out, get them in, swap them to the next pad, and keep building out. So I made a couple of those already. My idea was today is making multiple of these pieces, but I only have 2 tops, and I don't even know where they are currently, which really sucks. But that's it for me today. Oh, small progress on the marble. Hopefully, so next Tuesday, like I'm planning to get my Discord server up and running. So if you are on Tuesday, you can join the Discord server. I technically gonna send the link right now in the chat, but I'm still setting up the small pieces, so still setting that one up. But in there, I currently have a couple people that are helping me with the build guide, and you can actually see the build guide from the lamp already, and soon the progress of the marble contraption also. I need to make a build guide for that or assembly guide for that, so you actually have that. That will be on Tuesday, because I'm still setting up the Discord servers a little bit and tweaking that, and I want to have a good impression, so please give me a moment for that. Got 3 elevators working. I have space for 2 more, so I'm gonna do the soldering work of that, because the switching of all the wires needs to be done. But this is cool. We now have 3 elevators working. I'm going up to 5, and hopefully that's gonna be cool. Anyway, thank you all for watching, thank you for being here, thank you all for chatting, and thank you for liking and subscribing if you have not done it yet. Yep, still feels bad to say that, but thank you all for doing that and getting all the views in. Tuesday is the next stream, I think so, yes. Tuesday will be the next stream, because that's my standard day. This was a little bit like, hey, I have time, I have something to show, I can do something, so like, let's stream. I always try to get the preview on YouTube up and running, so you can see 2, 3, 4 hours ahead of time. If you refresh YouTube and you are subscribed, you will see me in your feed, so you know that around that time. This is normally my normal time for Europe, 9 in the evening. I will always try to stream on that point, maybe a little bit sooner, but that's my best time that I will stream and do things. So see you all next time. Have a good day, good morning, or good evening, wherever you are. Bye bye.